regulation that says that you don't have to pay this number of months, but that's what the person is doing, and there's no regulation to stop it.
Problematic. Of course, they'll come and do sports for us, after which I'm sure we'll return with a bit more for you here on the 3FM Sunrise.
Once again, you're still listening to 3FM. It's time for the sports update on Sunrise. My name is Akusia AJ, and today we'll be starting off from a very not so happy note from the camp of the senior national women's team, the Black Queens, as the players have reportedly requested an early return from the Pink Ladies Cup amid growing concerns over the ongoing conflict in the Middle East. The 2024 WAFCON bronze medalists are scheduled to play their final match of the tournament on Friday, that's tomorrow, 6th March 2026, against Tanzania women's national football team, after already securing victories in their opening two games against Hong Kong's women's national team and Russia. The Pink Ladies Cup was intended to help the Queens strengthen their squad and fine-tune tactics ahead of the 2026 Women's African Cup of Nations. And so that's what is happening so far as the Black Queens are concerned. We understand they want an early exit and they want to come back home as soon as possible and leave out of the Middle East. But we still stay with women's football, as South Africa, they've declared their readiness to host the 2026 Women's African Cup of Nations should Morocco step aside. With just 2 weeks before kickoff, uncertainty continues to surround the tournament, raising concerns among teams, media, and stakeholders. The following 3 Sports report has more. Uncertainty continues to cloud the 2026 edition of the Women's African Cup of Nations, with the tournament scheduled to kick off on March 17, 2026. Silence from organizers over key logistical details has left participating nations and media scrambling for clarity. The opening match is set to see Morocco face Kenya at the Moulay El Hassan Stadium in Rabat, but with just 2 weeks to go, crucial operational information remains outstanding. The situation has now drawn a firm response from South Africa's Minister of Sport, Gayton McKenzie, who says the country is ready to step in if Morocco does not proceed with hosting duties.
But if they are not ready, we want to tell them, we are not a country with no stadiums. We are not a country with no infrastructure. We as South Africa will never be held hostage by countries that have less than what we have. We will not allow women's football to be. How, in this day and age, people are scared to say it. I'm not scared to say it. If Morocco is not going to host it, South Africa, as the Deputy Minister said, we are standing ready.
This year's WAFCON is not only Africa's premier women's football event for the historic 16 participating countries, but it will serve also as a 2027 Women's World Cup qualifier. Any disruption could have significant implications for teams preparing for the global competition. As a result, 2022 WAFCON winner and coach of South Africa's senior women's national team, Desiree Ellis, is frustrated with the lack of information flow. She bemoans the treatment and handling of women's football on the continent.
Someone is listening if they can just give us a yes or a no. Because after the 7th, it becomes very difficult because the other dates belong to the tournament, so you can't keep the players. It's not a FIFA date where you can keep the players like an international FIFA date where it's a women's calendar date where you can play friendlies like we are now, because it was from the 25th to the 7th of March. After that, it's the tournament dates, and if we don't hear anything, we can't keep players because clubs can recall their players. I know other countries have already recalled, clubs have already recalled their players, and some players haven't even flown to their countries because of the uncertainty, and it's not really fair. I'm just going to raise one question: what does happen in the men's game?
Meanwhile, CAF's head of communication and TV, Noon Law September, has reiterated that CAF will communicate within the next 48 hours on the situation regarding the WAFCON. With just days remaining before kickoff, stakeholders across the continent will be hoping for swift confirmation that the tournament will proceed as scheduled or otherwise. Well, that was a comprehensive 3 Sports report on everything surrounding the uncertainty with the 2026 Women's African Cup of Nations. And hopefully, by close of the day, CAF would have come up with their decision as to if the tournament will indeed come off this year, if it will be in Morocco or in South Africa. To some other stories, and the Ghana Football Association referees manager Alex Corte says his ultimate ambition is to see a Ghanaian referee officiate a FIFA World Cup final. Speaking on the GFA podcast, he stressed that raising officiating standards to the highest global level is central in his vision, outlining plans to improve training, professionalism, and international competitiveness within Ghana's refereeing structure.
I think that basically 2 things.
All right.
And I think that it is doable. The first one is to get a FIFA referee to the World Cup, to the World Cup final. That's the first thing. Yeah, very, 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 very
achievable.
Yes, it is. It is. If not from the current crop of FIFA referees that we have, I'm looking at the next generation of the FIFA referees. We will get it. We will get there. If they are able to keep up with the work, the education and training that we have given them, I'm sure we will get there. When I came into refereeing, my target was to get to the FIFA referee and also get to the World Cup. That was my target. And for me, I said that I would not even bother if it is under 17, under 20, or whatever it is. The world stage was very important. I was able to get there. And so I told myself that given this opportunity, I must get somebody to get there.
Well, you heard referee Corte there with his highest ambition for Ghana's referees. We still stay in the Ghana Premier League, as Ibrahim Tanko, who is the coach of Medema SC, says his side remains focused on their own performance despite growing pressure in the title chase. League leaders Medema SC dropped points for the 3rd consecutive match after being held to a draw by Swedro All Blacks on match day 24. The Takwa-based club now just sits 1 point ahead of second place Babieni Go Stars, tightening the title race at the top of the table.
I think we did very well. It was really a difficult game away, and playing against a team that is struggling for relegation is always difficult. But I think 1 point in this venue, I'm okay with that. I always said we have to look at our game. We have to look at our game, and I don't think we have to look at elsewhere. If they won, we have a point here. We are still league leaders, so we look at the next game.
We head into Europe now, where Arsenal ground out a 1-0 win over Brighton to capitalise on Manchester City's slip-up against Nottingham Forest and move 7 points clear at the top of the Premier League table. As their title rivals were held to a 2-2 draw at the Etihad Stadium, Bukayo Saka deflected 99th minute strike proved decisive for the Gunners in a scrappy, fractious encounter on the South Coast. It's a good time to hear from the managers involved in the title race. That's Mikel Arteta and Pep Guardiola.
This was a really difficult one, and everything that we've been through in the last few weeks as well. We knew it was going to be a really, really tough test, and we went through it.
We mentioned before the last two wins feel like they've been won in very different ways. Was tonight almost winning in a third different way in 3 games? Every game in the Premier League offers you different things, and in relation to the context that you face as well, the moment of the players as well, the issues that we had even with the players that started. So big credit to the boys, because the effort they put in is astronomical. I think on the day there are certain things that we have to do better, but the commitment and the desire to win that they have is incredible. Well, we did what we had to do, and that's what we had.
Finland games to play for them one less, and now it's Newcastle. Always I thought about that. So what's next? So nothing too much, analyze, and in general was a good performance in many good things, and of course there are things we can improve and some departments, but in general really good. Pointed for the result. We did everything again. We didn't concede much, and we had the chances at the end especially, but during the game as well. But yeah, keep going.
Meanwhile, at the other side of Manchester, 10-man Newcastle inflicted Michael Carrick's first defeat as Manchester United boss at substitute William superb 90th minute strike sealed a 2-1 win. Michael Carrick, interim manager of Manchester United, described the defeat as disappointing, admitting the team's performance fell short of expectation.
We're not happy with the way we played the game tonight. I think it was the way the game panned out. I think we had in our hands largely, but credit to Newcastle. I thought the way they approached the game, I thought we knew it was going to be a tough game here, but we navigated the game to be in a position where we felt we should kick on, and we didn't really. So yeah, bitterly disappointed.
Elsewhere in London, João Pedro scored a hat-trick as Chelsea came from behind to dismantle Aston Villa 4-1 at the Villa Stadium and press their claims for Champions League qualification. Let's hear from head coach Liam Roseno, who said he's satisfied with his side's performance.
Yeah, it was a really good performance. I felt from the first whistle we controlled the game, and it's a great finish from their lad to go 1-0 up, and then our response I thought was excellent. I felt it was everything I wanted to see in the team in terms of our possession play, in terms of our incision, and we get 4 goals at a really difficult place with against a really good team, and to be honest we could have had more, and I know there's a lot more to come, but overall very, very happy with tonight.
And finally, before we go, the road to the biggest show in football starts to shape up. Just 98 days left until the 2026 FIFA World Cup kicks off. Between now and June, 3 Sports will bring you daily updates, features, and countdown stories as the world gears up for the tournament in North America. The following 3 Sports report has more.
Brazil, the most successful nation in FIFA World Cup history. With 5 championships, 1958, 1962, 1970, 1994, and 2002, Brazil stand above all others unmatched in global football glory. Legends like Pelé, Ronaldo, and Cafu lifted the trophy on football's biggest stage, defining eras and inspiring generations. But since 2002, the title has eluded them. In the 2022 quarterfinals, Brazil were knocked out by Croatia on penalties, extending their long wait. Now, a new chapter is unfolding. A dynamic young squad featuring speed, skill, and creativity are ready to take center stage. And with Carlo Ancelotti at the helm, Brazil are aiming to blend tradition with tactical strength as they chase what fans crave most, a 6th World Cup. Could 2026 finally be Brazil's year?
Well, there will be more updates on all of our social media at 3 Sports GH. And for more sport, you can also log on to www.3news.com/sports. My name is Akusia AJ. That's it for the sports update on Sunrise. Thanks for listening.
In the silence, something was growing. The journey continues. The calm before the storm. You can't mute a force that was born to speak. You can't bury rhythm. It rewrites itself. Louder. Every signal lost finds its way back to the source. This is not a comeback, it's a recalibration. This is the takeover. This is Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. Driving you home with good vibes, good conversations, and the freshest hits. Hop in, take a ride. Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. 3FM, your urban lifestyle radio.
The Electoral Commission has reiterated its commitment to organizing free and fair elections this December.
How's your week treating you? I'm here to serve you great music tidbits for your at-work listening pleasure.
Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Our Father, who art in Zion, Kanamawe, Kanamawe, Kanamawe. Oh, turn it up!
Come into the mountains, sight and I grandfather.
It's time to drive you home in style with great music, the 411 and all your favorite songs, what's happening around town, and so much more.
And in the headlines today, the 2 leading political parties have been addressing the public on allegations of corruption. The Black Stars coach has unveiled his squad for the upcoming games, and there are some interesting names.
Pull up! The weekend is here and it's time to turn up. Get your dancing shoes on, Lego.
We really do have it all. It's a premium mix of information and entertainment every single day on 3FM 92.7, your urban lifestyle radio.
In the silence, something was growing. The journey continues. The calm before the storm. You can't mute a force that was born to speak. You can't bury rhythm. It rewrites itself. Louder. Every signal lost finds its way back to the source. This is not a comeback, it's a recalibration. This is the takeover. This is Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. Driving you home with good vibes, good conversations, and the freshest hits. Hop in, take a ride. Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. 3FM, your urban lifestyle radio.
The Electoral Commission has reiterated its commitment to organizing free and fair elections this December.
How's your week treating you? I'm here to serve you great music tidbits for your at-work listening pleasure.
Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Our Father, who art in Zion, Kanamawe, Kanamawe, Kanamawe. Oh, turn it up!
Come into the mountains, sight and I grandfather.
It's time to drive you home in style with great music, the 411 and all your favorite songs, what's happening around town, and so much more.
And in the headlines today, the two leading political parties have been addressing the public on allegations of corruption. The Black Stars coach has unveiled his squad for the upcoming games, and there are some interesting names. Pull up! The weekend is here and it's time to turn up. Get your dancing shoes on, Lego. We really do have it all. It's a premium mix of information and entertainment every single day on 3FM 92.7, your urban lifestyle radio.
In the silence, something was growing. The journey continues. They calm before the storm. You can't mute a force that was born to speak. You can't bury rhythm. It rewrites itself. Louder. Every signal lost finds its way back to the source. This is not a comeback, it's a recalibration. This is the takeover. This is Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. Driving you home with good vibes, good conversations, and the freshest hits. Hop in, take a ride. Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. 3FM, your urban lifestyle radio.
The Electoral Commission has reiterated its commitment to organizing free and fair elections this December. How's your week treating you? I'm here to serve you great music tidbits for your at-work listening pleasure.
Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Our Father, who art in Zion, Kanamawe, Kanamawe, Kanamawe. Oh, turn it up!
Come into the mountains, sight and I grandfather.
It's time to drive you home in style with great music, the 411 and all your favorite songs, what's happening around town, and so much more.
And in the headlines today, the two leading political parties have been addressing the public on allegations of corruption. The Black Stars coach has unveiled his squad for the upcoming games, and there are some interesting names.
Pull up! The weekend is here and it's time to turn up. Get your dancing shoes on, Lego.
We really do have it all. It's a premium mix of information and entertainment every single day on 3FM 92.7, your urban lifestyle radio.
In the silence, something was growing.
People and quality is a serene escape from with legendary services and world-class comfort. And they are not just a hotel, they are also your home for tranquility. Please call 050-335-9598. That's 050-335-9598 or 0303-989737. That's 0303-989737. People should also book First HR Heights because we don't just provide a room, we also provide a reset of our guests so that the guests tell us that they feel an immediate sense of peace the moment they walk in. A rare kind of assurance that lets their tensions just melt away. If you're looking for a sanctuary where the staff genuinely respects your peace and treats you like family, we are your first and only choice. We are also located in town, just about 25 minutes drive from the Accra Business Center. Kindly call 025 60 60 665. That's 025 60 60 665 or 025 60 70 666. That's 025 60 70 666. And you'll be sorted out nice and easy. And if you are an agro-processing equipment manufacturer or a manufacturer of any agric machinery, if you have any innovation for technology that can improve agro-processing, then I entreat you to join and register for the exhibition, the Made in Ghana Agricultural and Agro-Processing Technology Fair, Ghana 2026. That's the Ghana Agrotech Fair 2026. This fair is organized by the Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry in partnership with the Ghana Exim Banks, and it seeks to showcase locally manufactured agric machinery, implements and agro-processing equipment and technologies. The fair will also market linkages between technology developers, agro-industrial businesses, farmers, fishers, and exporters. We're bringing all of them together. Technology developers, agro-industrial businesses, farmers, fishers, and exporters. President John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic, will open the fair. It's between the 17th and 19th of March 2026. Date is 17th to the 19th of March. Venue, the Independence Square, Black Star Square as is also called. Time is 9 a.m. each day, 17th to the 19th of March. To exhibit at the Ghana Agrotech Fair 2026, kindly call 0242 585419 or 055 679326 to register. The general public is hereby invited to join in on this very special one, the Agrotech Fair, the Ghana Agrotech Fair, transforming agribusiness through local innovation and technology. Media partners: CTFM, Channel 1 TV, Radio Gold, Daily Graphic, Media General, and the Multimedia Group. You know, we're in the month of March. There's a 4-day special expedition, the Ghana Month Expedition, that I want to tell you about, which you should lock onto because you get a chance to explore 3 key regions: the Republic of Ghana, the Eastern region, the Ashanti region, and the Central region. They all hold some bit of our history. And here's the itinerary lineup. Day 1, Eastern region, that's where we begin from. We start from Kanda, we go to the Eastern region, go to the cocoa farms. It's a Kwashi Cocoa Farm. We have a eco tour, chocolate demonstration, plus fruit tasting. We'll go straight to a Dukrom, Safari Valley. We'll have lunch, and exotic animals will be all around us while we watch some birds. We'll also have the nature walk. We'll go further up into the hills, the Bunsu Eco Park, where we can enjoy the bliss of canopy walkway, zip line, and the swings that come along with it. And then Rock City Hotel will be our final destination for day 1. We'll have dinner, we'll have a party with DJ Faculty and DJ Abiam. Day 2, we'll get straight into the Ashanti region. The Ashanti region will take over. We'll have a Kumasi tour. The Mensha Palace is also going to be on the table. Kamfuanoche's sword that you've read about many times, well, we'll give you a chance to see it. The Bonre Kente as well. You get to see how your Kente is produced. We'll have lunch at Lake Busumtree. Trident Resort, zip line, hiking overnight will be spent at the Rich Condos, one of the best sleepers you can find in the Ashanti region. Day 3, we descend and start making our journey down south. We'll come to the Central region on the 21st of March. The Asin Manso Slave River is also in the social studies books, it's in the history books. It's the final destination where our forefathers were cleansed before they were taken to the Cape Coast Castle. We'll get to visit the Cape Coast Castle as well. See the door of no return. We'll have lunch on the coast, dinner and live band at the Ridge Royal. And then on day 4, we'll stay in the central region as we get ready to come back to Accra. But first, we'll have a Crown Forest vacation, safari, water sports, quad biking, horse riding, archery, pool and games. And then we'll also do some tree planting with the Forestry Commission. And then return to Accra on a cool ride. No giddy below. Now, if you're single, 6,500 cedis is your contribution to see 3 regions and experience and explore. And also enjoy all that I spoke about. If you want to share the experience, 5,500 cedis. If you're a couple and you want to have a special time together, 10,500 Ghana cedis. Registration is 053 1100927. That's 053 1100927. 0247 120 633. That's 0247 120 633. Ghana Month Expedition. Don't just watch Ghana. We want you to feel it and experience it. That's why we put together this package for you and just you alone. Yokagari. Or typically they say Yokagali. Gari Nidia. If you love Gobe, please stand up. Let's count you. Because the Gobe Festival is back again. As always, 3FM Gobe Festival is not just about food. It's a whole experience. So on Saturday, the 28th of March, 2026, we're bringing together the most die-hard Gobe lovers for a day of pure vibes. The best Gobe vendors, non-stop music, performances, games, and the kind of energy you only get when you and your favorite people gather around for your favorite meal, Gobe. From corporate to campus, from celebrities to the real Gobe connoisseurs, everybody is pulling up in their Afrocentric attire. So gather your squad, come hungry, and come ready to rep Gobe the way it deserves. Gobe Festival, Saturday the 28th of March 2026, Legon City Mall. Come eat, vibe, celebrate. Don't miss out on the Gobe Festival, Saturday 28th of March 2026, Legon City Mall. Entry is absolutely free. Just come with an empty stomach. Come and fill it up with Gobe. 3FM 92.7 remains your urban lifestyle radio, and always we serve Gobe. Now there's a critical question on my mind. Muslims are fasting, there's Ramadan. Christians are fasting, there's Lent. But when you get to the watch it joint by 9 o'clock, the watch is finished, the cocoa is finished. Who and who have been buying it? Christians are fasting, Muslims are fasting. Huh? When I wake up in the morning, are you really fasting? It's calling. And what am I? Yes, it's a critical question. Are you really fasting? Because Christians are fasting, it's Lent. At least I know that Catholics, Methodists, Anglicans, and Presbyterians, and all those within that bracket are fasting. I know that Muslims, whether you belong to either of the sects, you are fasting. We know that in this country it's largely Christian and also Muslims tagging along. It's the second largest religion in the country. So if the two big religions in the country are fasting, who has been drinking the cocoa? Who has been eating the wachi and the jollof? It's a critical question. In fact, in the afternoons, and those who are not fasting are fighting for their gobe. However they want it. They want it dry with a lot of gari, so that's what they call concrete. Or they want it just, nicely done, not too much gari. Some like they are planting very hard, some like it very soft, some like it with kakulu Egbeta tali. Depending on how you like it. Some like it with pears, some want to eat it with eggs, some want to have it with some fish, some want to have that gobe in a fish stew format or form. But the question remains, Christians are fasting, Muslims are fasting. Who has been eating the gobe? Who has been eating the wachi? Who has been drinking all the cocoa? It's a serious conversation. But later in the show, we'll talk to King Ayisoba. It's Ghana Month. We want to explore the evolution of Ghanaian music, particularly from that side of town where it comes from, way up north, where my people are. And then also there's a petition for the removal of the chairperson and deputy commissioners of the Electoral Commission. It was presented, it's been done and dusted. The Chief Justice said there was no prima facie that could be established, means that there's no question for the chairperson of the Electoral Commission and the two deputies to answer. Dr. Henry Ernest Nogbe is the Member of Parliament for the Ashaiman constituency. He's not happy about that, so he has petitioned the Office of the Chief Justice to try and get the source document, the source petition, the responses that were put out there at the hearing, and then also the full report of the committee. He wants to understand what happens there. Will he be giving the opportunity to know, filed an RTI, right to information petition? We will explore that when we return from this quick break here on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. My name is Johnnie Hughes. See you in a bit.
Your finest tunes in sync with a soothing voice. 3 Lounge with AJ.
In the silence, something was growing. The journey continues. They calm before the storm. You can't mute a force that was born to speak. You can't bury rhythm. It rewrites itself. Louder. Every signal lost finds its way back to the source. This is not a comeback, it's a recalibration. This is the takeover. This is Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. Driving you home with good vibes, good conversations, and the freshest hits. Hop in, take a ride. Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. 3FM, your urban lifestyle radio.
The Electoral Commission has reiterated its commitment to organizing free and fair elections this December.
How's your week treating you? I'm here to serve you great music tidbits for your at-work listening pleasure.
Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Our Father, who art in Zion, Kanamawe, Kanamawe, Kanamawe. Oh, turn it up!
Come into the mountains, sight and I grandfather.
It's time to drive you home in style with great music, the 411 and all your favorite songs, what's happening around town, and so much more.
And in the headlines today, the two leading political parties have been addressing the public on allegations of corruption. The Black Stars coach has unveiled his squad for the upcoming games, and there are some interesting names.
Pull up! The weekend is here and it's time to turn up. Get your dancing shoes on, Lego.
We really do have it all. It's a premium mix of information and entertainment every single day on 3FM 92.7, your urban lifestyle radio.
In the silence, something was growing. The journey continues. They calm before the storm. You can't mute a force that was born to speak. You can't bury rhythm. It rewrites itself. Louder. Every signal lost finds its way back to the source. This is not a comeback, it's a recalibration. This is the takeover. This is Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. Driving you home with good vibes, good conversations, and the freshest hits. Hop in, take a ride. Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. 3FM, your urban lifestyle radio.
The Electoral Commission has reiterated its commitment to organizing free and fair elections this December.
How's your week treating you? I'm here to serve you great music tidbits for your at-work listening pleasure.
Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Our Father, who art in Zion, Kanamawe, Kanamawe, Kanamawe. Oh, turn it up!
Come into the mountains, sight and I grandfather.
It's time to drive you home in style with great music, the 411 and all your favorite songs, what's happening around town, and so much more.
And in the headlines today, the two leading political parties have been addressing the public on allegations of corruption. The Black Stars coach has unveiled his squad for the upcoming games, and there are some interesting names.
Pull up! The weekend is here and it's time to turn up. Get your dancing shoes on, Lego.
We really do have it all. It's a premium.
For the Ashaiman constituency, there's Ghana month. We don't say Ashaiman. We say Ashaiman constituency, the Greater Accra region. Dr. Ernest Henry Nogbe sent a petition to the right to information request to the Office of the Chief Justice. And I'd like to share with you the details thereof. It's dated the 24th of February 2026, received by the Office of the Chief Justice on the 25th of February 2026. It says, the Honorable Chief Justice, the Supreme Court of Ghana, Judicial Service, Accra, DSA, application to access the following information from your outfit. Kindly accept my warm compliments. I am Dr. Ernest Henry Nogbe, a citizen of Ghana and the Member of Parliament for the Ashaiman constituency. Pursuant to Article 21 of the Constitution and Section 18 of the Right to Information Act 2019, Act 989, I hereby formally apply to assess the information on the following. 1. The petition and all supplying documents that were presented to remove the Electoral Commissioner and her deputies from office under Article 146 of the 1992 Constitution. 2. The response to the petition by the committee. And 3. Details of the decision of the Chief Justice's report. So these are the three strands. He's looking for the petition and all the source documents. He's looking for the response to the petition by the committee, and he's also looking for the report that the Chief Justice's efforts to establish a prima facie or otherwise, amounted to. He says, I'll be grateful if you can furnish me with a hard copy of all relevant documents. I'll be willing to take care of all necessary expenses associated with the cost of printing and other mandatory payments in time with RTI Information Act 989 as required under Section 18(1)(e) of Act 989. Kindly send your response to Dr. Ernest Henry Nogbe, 9th floor East, Job 600, Parliament House, Accra. Dr. Ernest Henry Nogbe, 9th floor East, Job 600, Parliament House, Accra. Counting on your cooperation. Yours sincerely, Ernest Henry Nogbe, PhD. And this carbon copy to the Judicial Secretary. So this is what is in the news now. And yesterday it was making the round on some editors platforms in this country, which means that today it's a topical conversation. But is the Chief Justice obliged to release these documents, knowing that the provisions of Article 146 of the 1992 Constitution point to a fact that these proceedings must be held in camera, Mawuena?
It brings me back to the conversation surrounding the removal of her leadership, Justice Iraba Saki-Tokon.
Right.
And there have been arguments, right? Perhaps Sixtus will have the legal opinion, and so he wants to share that. There are those who make the argument that in the aftermath of the petition being settled, whether or not it moves on to the stage where a determination is made that there is a prima facie evidence and you're removed, or it is dismissed as we saw in this case. In the aftermath, the details of the petition and whatever correspondence was attached to it should be made public to the Ghanaian people so they can understand and appreciate what went on. That has been one of the schools of thought. The other have made the argument that the Constitution makes a provision for in camera for a reason, and so it must continue to remain the same. I lean towards the fact that when the process is done, there should be official communication of
what transpired. With the details?
With the details and everything. In fact, we are still awaiting
Wouldn't it be
that
more too graphic?
In relation to the removal of the Chief Justice, because from the removal of the Chief Justice, the process and everything, the committee's hearing and the minutes, blow-by-blow account has been shared by persons close to the proceedings.
Who appeared before including some who
and they
appeared
shared
before.
it to dispel rumors and suggestions which came up in the aftermath of the conversations that were you searched, which evidence was led at the committee, whether or not the committee was being fair in terms of its dealings, was when some of the persons who were active players in the committee hearing made the details public. I believe that should have been made public. That way it settles the debate. Unless there's a national security concern in relation to the details being made public, because the RTI makes exemption for matters in relation to national security. Right. Unless something pertains to that, I don't see why in this instance the petition was dismissed. No prima facie evidence. I think there's one aspect where I think there's a correction, because this didn't move to the stage of a committee.
That's right.
And so there is no committee proceeding.
So the matter terminated because the Chief Justice was supposed to establish a prima facie, and then it would have necessitated the formation of the committee. But then the Chief Justice said, look, I don't find any questions that should be answered by these, and this was what the Chief Justice had to say. If you kindly
so
help
it says,
us,
while the allegations
His Lordship Justice Paul Bafoboni
raise serious constitutional and administrative questions, they do not on their face meet the threshold required for a prima facie determination of stated misbehavior or incompetence, warranting that a committee be set up to inquire into the petition. And so this dispels that bit of his request, which says that the proceedings of the committee be made public. There was no committee, and so there won't be details of it. Will be the petitions, the details of the letter from the CJ to the president, I suspect, or any other internal workings which may have gone into the arrival of the decision that there was no evidence to determine a prima facie case to warrant the formation or the setting up of a committee. I think that is where it will all end up, really, in terms of what details will be made available to Dr. Anisno.
So this final part says the petition largely rests on conclusions of unlawfulness and bad faith without establishing at a preliminary level clear facts demonstrating intentional wrongdoing or a manifest inability to perform constitutional functions. So the Chief Justice, he continues, says, even if the Commission's action or inactions are assumed to be erroneous, controversial, or suboptimal, such shortcomings do not automatically translate into stated misbehavior or incompetence within the constitutional sense. And Article 1433, therefore, there is no basis to activate the constitutional machinery for a full inquiry, and the petition fail at the prima facie stage. Accordingly, I find that no prima facie case has been established against the chairperson and deputy chairpersons of the Electoral Commission by the petitioner. This was the dictum of His Lordship, the Chief Justice of the Republic, Justice Paul Bafuboni, in dismissing the petition to suggest that on the face of it, there were conclusions that were made, but they were not grounded in facts, and based on that, he cannot move on to the committee state that you're talking about. But then I remember that when this matter came up, there was a public uproar as to whether or not the Chief Justice was trying to protect the chairperson of the Electoral Commission and the deputies, or the Chief Justice was trying to be politically correct. Those two schools of thoughts are out there. In fact, this request by Henry Nogbe, or NS Nogbe, Dr. Henry Herbert Nogbe, the MP for Ashaiman, was not in the public domain until yesterday. But if you look at the date, it was submitted on the 24th, received by the Chief Justice's office on the 25th. I want to believe that at this point, Mr. Nogbe has a response from the office of the Chief Justice and may not necessarily be satisfied with the response he got from the Chief Justice, which is why this has been thrown into the public domain. I'm just guessing. Because if you have followed what the modus operandi of the office of the Chief Justices of this Republic, and Justice Paul Bafuboni is not an exception, they are quick and swift to respond to things that are written to them, to just quickly, literally dispense it. And I want to believe that on this occasion, Mr. Nogbe has a response from the office of the Chief Justice, but maybe may not be satisfied, because when that the response from the Chief Justice came, not that relative to Mr. Nogbe, but the petition from the 7 people who had petitioned for the removal of the EC boss and the deputies, the public conversation was that we want the woman to go. And people mentioned Santo Kofi, Akpafu Lekpe, Lolobi. People mentioned the fact that there were some infractions, and they say, look, that is not even up to the Charlotte Osei's offense. Was not even up to this magnitude, but we made Charlotte Osei go. Stated misbehavior. What was a stated misbehavior? It was related to procurement. So if we made Charlotte Osei go based on that, why won't we let Jean Mensah also go if the evidence is that she has done more than what it is? I mean, at some point in this country, we even declared elections that was beyond 100 percentage point. You know, many things. How many times was the 2020 election results declared?
I mean, there were
corrections along, and is that tantamount to stated misbehavior? There are conversations about the Electoral Commission boss roping in known party people to serve as commissioners of the Electoral Commission, and for an independent body that was going to run an election that is supposed to be apolitical and supposed to be the neutral referee. How do you have known party people on the Electoral Commission and try as people like Kodeo and many other election watchers did? The Electoral Commission did not budge. They still went ahead to organize the 2024 elections with them. And all these things are conversations on the minds of people that are. So why couldn't the Chief Justice pinpoint any of this? Or is it that the petitions that were brought before the Chief Justice did not contain these things?
Right. On the matter of the and you said, I mean, you've laid bare a number of the arguments which has been raised, different groupings making different points as to why they did not agree with the decision arrived at by the Chief Justice. I am trying to get into the mind of the Chief Justice, and I haven't spoken to him or in any way or form. But on the matter of the politically exposed persons making their way to the fair arbiter, right, or the neutral arbiter of the position of electoral commissioners as deputy commissioners, I am minded to believe the CJ, if that were included in the petition, right, I say a big if because I haven't seen the petitions, but it's one of the many things which have been mentioned. So in seeking to perhaps address that, if that were one of the bases, that will be easily shot down as a basis upon which the chairperson of the Electoral Commission should be removed. And I have very good reason to state that. Now, in the many battles in the Supreme Court between the NPP and the NDC involving Parliament over a number of things,
right,
during the tenure of Chief Justice Gertrude Tokono, Justice Geu,
right,
was empaneled a number of times. And I recall in one such instance, Senior Counsel Fabio Sori advanced arguments to suggest there was a concern of bias against the person of Justice Geu seated on the Supreme Court panel. The court took leave and returned with a decision which said that once the person went through parliamentary approval and had gone through the process and was seated on the bench as a justice of the Supreme Court, there cannot be a belief that because they have at one point in time served in a political position, it renders them incapable of being able to dispassionately advance the law or make arguments in relation to the law. I am tempted to believe that could be a basis to cure that concern if it were a part of the petition. Because the argument to be made that the office of the Electoral Commission is not about an individual. It is an office made up of groupings and individuals who are playing a role. No matter your political position, once you are appointed as a deputy commissioner or whatever, the expectation is that you must do the work and you must do it dispassionately. Which is why when we read the dictum, like you mentioned, of the CJ, he makes the argument that there are matters of stated or unlawfulness or certain concerns which are raised. And if Kunzo can show us that again, that part about the Chief Justice, because I want to read it to make the point clearly. Not this. While the allegations raise serious constitutional and administrative questions, they do not on their face meet the threshold. And so there can be issues that will be raised. And for instance, you say that this is an obvious party person. Why are we allowing that person play the role of a neutral arbiter in an election? The CJ says, yes, there are administrative concerns, but they do not meet the threshold constitutionally to say that this is stated misbehavior and incompetence, and so we are removing it. That's why this mission that Dr. Nogbe is on is important. Let us see the full details of all the petitions.
So that what?
And then we can argue vis-a-vis. The decision would have been made. But there are so many decisions which have been made by different courts, which years later, we have been proven that, has been proven that the court, when they took that decision then, was wrong.
Was wrong. Okay, let's go on a phone line now and speak with Ebenezer Havo. He's the president, Positive Transparency and Accountability Movement Africa, one of the 7 petitioners. Mr. Havo, good morning. Thank you for your time.
Good morning. Thank you also. Thank you for hosting me today.
Great. Did you get a response relative to your petition to have the chairperson of the Electoral Commission and the deputies removed from office after the decision was taken by the Chief Justice that there is no prima facie to progress to the committee level?
Well, first of all, let me use the opportunity to greet you and your listeners and your viewers on Facebook and Positive Transparency and Accountability Movement Africa across the country. Per your question, we haven't received any notice from the CG or a written letter concerning anything of that sort. We just read on the news that the 7 petitions. If they use state hours also, they just 7 petitions have been dismissed. The detail of the petition is not known to ours. So we don't have anything legally to say we have any issue or we have any written from the CG regarding our petition, and the reason why it is has been dismissed based on the prima facie threshold.
Now, Ernest Norgbe, Member of Parliament for Ashaiman, has made a request to the Office of the Chief Justice asking for the source documents, asking for the proceedings, and then also asking for the reasoning behind coming to that conclusion of no prima facie. Are you in talks with Mr. Norgbe? How does that sound to you?
I think it's a good call as a legislator. It's a good call. We need to test our laws. We need to test our democracy. We need to strengthen it. So if a parliamentarian is seeking for such clarity from the CG, I think that's the best opportunity. You know, we cannot move ourselves to the street demonstrating on this issue, but rather we should seek the relevant information that constitutes the dismissal. And based on that, we can also go back to the drawing table and repetition if necessary.
Hold the line for me, Mr. Havo. Let me go on to the other phone line and speak with the Honorable Dr. Henry Ernest Norgbe, who is Member of Parliament for the Ashaiman constituency in the Greater Accra region. Doc, good morning. Thank you for your time.
Good morning, and good morning to your listeners.
Why do you want to dig up graves that have been buried and forgotten about?
Well, probably that's not you think that it has been buried and forgotten about. But that is me. It is my constitutional duty to seek for further clarification about something that I am not clear of. And don't also forget that majority of Ghanaians were up in arms when this matter popped up, especially when the CJ sent recommendation to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And most of us, especially Ghanaians, we were not privy to details of the petitions that have gone to the president before he transmitted it to the CG. And as well as we are not privy to the recommendations that the CJ gave to His Excellency before the issue of the statement. And so this act is me, as a member of parliament, I have that responsibility to make sure that we have clarity to this matter, and I can only do it by the rule of law, going through the Article 21 of the 1992 Constitution, and then the Section 18 of the Right to Information Act.
Now, are you paying attention, for example, to the fact that the proceedings as captured in Article 146 of the 1992 Constitution are supposed to be held in camera, and that asking for these documents may open a can of worms that hitherto should have been kept away from the prying eyes of the public?
Well, I'm not very sure about this because there are certain classified information under the RTI that are not supposed to be released to, a third party. I'm not sure whether this one falls within that category. Not at all. This is an information, a petition that was sent to the president, a petition that was written by a group of people that was sent to the president. And that is me. If these people were that kind of people who might have want to be leaking every information, they would have put the petition in the public domain already. So it's a public document. Because it's a public matter to be dealt with, so I don't think it falls within that category of classified document that releasing it may be a difficult task. Not at all.
You wrote to the Office of the Chief Justice on the 24th of February 2026. Per the stamp from the Office of the Chief Justice, the letter from your office was received on the 25th of February 2026.
Yeah.
Do you have a response from the Office of the Chief Justice as we speak now?
Not yet, but we are still waiting for the response. I think we have a number of days. I just forgot. Constitutionally or within the law, within the RTI law, the office has a specific number of days to respond. If that does not happen, then I have to write a reminder to the Chief Justice.
So if I get a sense, you are bent on just understanding what happened, or are you bent on getting the Electoral Commissioner and her chairperson of the Electoral Commission and her deputies out of office? What are you aiming at?
Well, not that I meant of getting them out of office. We are practicing democracy, and a group of people sent a petition to the president based on certain anomalies from that particular office, that is the EC office. We all want to know exactly what the petitioner sent, and then what the CJ also, the decision of the CJ recommendation to the president. Don't also forget that some few years back in 2020, I personally took the Electoral Commission to court based on procurement irregularities. That is the underlining word, procurement irregularities. And these procurement irregularities went to the core of the law to the extent that the High Court ruled in my favor when it came to that particular. So when I heard of these petitions going on, I'm not privy to the details of the petition to know whether those provisions or those anomalies, those irregularities were captured in this particular one.
Right.
So if you are a student and you are going to write exam, you need to get the previous papers, get the previous examiner's report, and know better how to position yourself in that particular examination.
I see. Mr. Hafo, let me bring you into the conversation. Now your petition has been dispensed. The matter has terminated because the Chief Justice says they could find no prima facie, so we couldn't move to the committee level. Are you going to submit another petition given that what you were looking for was not achieved?
Let me say, the both steps Honorable have taken, we commend Honorable for that step because we are strengthening our democracy. The rule of law must work, and equity and fairness must be also play game here. So, since Honorable have requested for additional information for clarity into the dismissal, we wait for the response from the CJ, and the necessary actions will be taken. If we repetition, because you cannot tell me that some people have been with that MP for 4 years, and that one you can't establish a summons capacity out of it. You cannot tell me the EC line up as during COVID-19. All the total population of Ghana has to go and queue and register, and meanwhile we have an existing voter register. And you said there's no prima facie case established on that basis.
So that's why I'm asking you, are you going to file another petition?
We are waiting. We are studying the dynamics, and probably we may do that.
Mr. Doc, let me come back to you and ask you. So, if you don't get the response in record time, you say you are going to write a reminder. And if that fails, what will happen next?
Well, definitely I will write a reminder. If I don't get the report or the response at the record time, I'll still write a reminder. And if the reminder fails, it's likely I may put in my personal petition based on available documents that I have, available information that I have. And I will once again liaise with these petitioners. If that fails, actually, if this response fails, I will liaise with these petitioners. I'm sure they will make available their petition to me, and then we'll take it up from there based on the available documents with me and the information with me concerning the Electoral Commissioner and her deputies. I think we can put something together, a repetition.
For the curious mind, they want to find out what you really intend to do with these documents. Do you want to publish them? Because this letter to the Chief Justice was supposed to be a request in private, but now it's making the rounds in the media. And there are those who say, well, you may also go ahead and publish the response you get from the Office of the Chief Justice. Is that what you are intending to do, sir?
Well, that's not my intention. When we get there, we'll cross it. But let me also state categorically that this document was not published by me. I also had a call from your office yesterday concerning this particular document. Wherever it's coming from, I cannot tell, but that is me. It is my signature on the document, so I will not deny it. I have to admit it. But the publication cannot be equated to my person or my office. And so when we get to that bridge, we shall cross whether we're supposed to publish it or not. But I'm not sure it has to be published. You just have to, for your office to do the needful and know what exactly to do in the near future based on this electoral commissioner and then the deputies.
Well, we see Dr. Ernest Nogbe, MP for Ashaiman constituency. If all things go the way you are hoping for, you get the documents, you read them, and you are not satisfied with the conclusions that were made by the learned Chief Justice, will we see Honorable Ernest Nogbe file a petition, a separate petition for the removal of the Electoral Commissioner and the deputies?
So I said something probably you didn't pay attention to.
Say, repeat that for me.
When a student is going to write examination, he has to get the past question, look at the marking scheme of that past question, and prepare towards writing the next the next examination. I think that suffices.
I don't understand.
Yes. So if you are a student and you are preparing yourself to go and write examination,
right?
You are preparing yourself to go and write examination.
Right.
You look at the previous, the past questions, get the past marking scheme.
Right.
I will prepare you to go and write the exam in the future.
So that means that you are going for these documents to understand, and then it will help you to compose your own petition. Is that correct?
Because all of us do not understand why the petitions were dismissed. We did not understand exactly the reasons for which the prima facie was not determined for the onward transmission to the committee to determine the fate of these people. And so you need to know what went wrong before, if you are putting in another application, you know how to adjust yourself to it. And don't also forget that I just told you that I have a lot of procurement irregularities at my disposal.
Right.
But unfortunately, I was of the view that all these petitions that were sent to the president for onward transmission to the CJ would have done something that I was expecting to do for a very long time. So if that is me, we shall take it up from there. As I said, I will liaise with these petitioners, and we'll see what to do.
Mr. Hava, let me come to you, and Doc, please hold on for me. So now we are trying to learn what was in the petition. In your specific case, what were the key points in your petition to the president, which was forwarded to the Chief Justice?
First of all, we have mismanagement of funds, and it's a good details. It stated the procurement of DVDs during that era where we have existing machines who could take care of the process. But she went ahead with a team to procure another one, which we thought it cost the country a lot. We could maintain an old one. We also have an issue of I mentioned earlier on that during COVID we have to queue and go and register for a new voter register, which the existing one could perform the function in which she wants to do. But she ignored all the calls from even the political parties, the civil society organization, and other group of people to go ahead and throw the register away, write a new one. So we have a lot of them. We share the petition with you and Honorable as well, so that you can have a little of it, please.
So it's obvious that you were disappointed when a prima facie couldn't be established, even though, in your opinion, you had concrete evidence to nail the chairperson of the Electoral Commission and the deputies, because the Chief Justice said these are conclusions that are not based in facts.
We respect the decision of the CJ, and we disagree with the ruling as well. So, as I said earlier on, we study the dynamics, and if possible, we liaise with Honorable as well and get a concrete petition for their removal. This one is not political.
So you are getting ready to petition again. Is that what I hear you say?
Yes, I said it earlier on that we have to. It's a must. We have to. We want the right thing to be done. We are not political wish hunting anybody. You are a head of an institution. We expect that you account for your stewardship. 2020 presidential results were announced or declared 5 consecutive times, and as I speak now, we don't know the actual result in which the former president Nana Akufo-Addo have been declared with. We can't speak to that fact because the results have been changed for 5 times. So if the CJ said he hadn't have any concrete evidence on that basis, we will come back strongly to petition and see the outcome. As I said earlier, we are not political wish hunting anybody. We want the rule of law to work. We want fairness to work. We want public office holders to respect the law and respect accountability and their stewardship to the good people of Ghana.
You said that you want the right thing to be done. What is the right thing? Getting the 3 persons away from the Electoral Commission, is that what you consider the right thing?
Politically, they are biased. Politically, they are biased because we can't have TEFCON, patron at the head of the affair, taking decisions to favor one political party. We cannot have, and we have the reason why the deputy, Dr. Bosman-Sari, he said in one of your sister stations that one of the political parties is a threat to our democracy, and a referee could boldly speak on that manner. We see it's not fair. It's not fair. So they are not even qualified to be there. Let me put it that way.
Mr. Hava, I want to thank you very much indeed for your time. He's the president of the Positive Transparency and Accountability Movement Africa. Dr. Nogbe, you have the closing thought on this one. Where do we go from here? You keep your fingers crossed and wait, or maybe send a reminder when the time elapses. But beyond that, what more is there?
Well, until we get those information, until we get there, we don't know what exactly will happen. But that is me, as I said. We'll send, if we don't get the response, we'll send a reminder. If we don't send a reminder, then we pick it up from there.
Are you planning to make a statement in Parliament relative to this issue?
No, not at all. It hasn't come to that yet as we speak. We are passing through the normal route, and probably after that fails, then we will see what to do. Because this is not about Parliament, and this is about the whole country.
Dr. Ernest Nogbe, I thank you very much indeed for your time this morning. We're grateful.
Thank you, my brother.
Great, and that's Dr. Ernest Nogbe. He's the man who wrote the RTI request to the Office of the Chief Justice. He's also Member of Parliament for the Ashaiman constituency. It's 22 minutes after 9 here on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7.
The big conversation on 3FM Sunrise.
So what happens if the Chief Justice decides not to play ball by not responding in the manner in which Ernest Nogbe wants? Ernest Nogbe is asking for 3 things. He's asking for the petition, the source documents of the petition. He's asking for the proceedings of the meetings that arrived at the conclusion that there's no prima facie. He's also asking for the report that was transmitted to the president relative to this matter after the 7 petitions were forwarded to him. What happens, Sixtus?
The starting point should be that the petition is actually, if you realize, the member of parliament himself keeps saying, I petition the Chief Justice, I petition the Chief Justice. Now, by the Right to Information law, every public institution has designated what they call the RTI desk, or desk officer, or officer. So all RTI requests to public institutions go directly to these desk officers. It is the duty of the desk officer to go through the requests that come before, look at what the law says. This information, is it information that can be made public? If yes, at what cost? Who is to bear the cost? After all of that is satisfied, then the RTI officer will release the information. If the RTI officer at the public institution realizes that the piece of information requested is not for public consumption, particularly coming under the exemptions as provided for by the RTI law, then that officer will write to the person requesting the information saying or stating the reasons why that request cannot be met. We have received your petition, unfortunately, being captured under the exempt clause, we are unable to provide you this information. Simple, straightforward letter. But if, and all of this must happen within 14 days, and as nobody has presented, so within 14 days, if he doesn't hear anything from whether they are honoring it, the officer must respond. Whether they are not honoring it, the officer must respond. If he doesn't hear, he says he's going to serve a reminder, but he actually doesn't have to serve a reminder. Then he activates, there's a 3-step process that you activate. The first one is an internal review. So you first write to the head of the institution. So this is where the CJ will come in. So as we speak, per the law, that request is sitting with an officer at the Chief Justice's Secretariat or the Judicial Service. Let's put it that way. If he doesn't get the response within the stipulated time, he then activates the internal review process. And this is where he writes directly to the Chief Justice. In the making of the law, that argument came up, and I was privileged to sit in some of the conferences, that before a desk officer releases information to you, the desk officer may have already consulted the head of the institution. So why would you then have to activate the head of the institution again? After all, he or she may already have been in the known on this. So for instance, desk officer at Judicial Service would have prompted CJ's Secretariat, or there's this request asking for this. Secretariat will consult CJ. CJ will say, don't release it for 1, 2, 3 reasons. Then they write to him, say, for 1, 2, 3 reasons, we cannot give you this information. Then in activating the internal review process, then that letter or petition goes straight to the CJ again. Then the CJ is most likely going to give you the same reasons that the desk officer gave you. That for 1, 2, 3 reasons, we cannot give you the information that you have requested for. And this will also happen, the application to the CJ must happen within 30 days, 30 days upon receipt of the communication from the officer. And the CJ himself will have 15 days within which to respond. If the CJ responds and says, Honorable Member, we cannot give you this information, and the Honorable Member is dissatisfied, or they don't even mind him at all, then the next level he can activate will be an appeal to the RTI Commission. The RTI Commission sits at the top, ensuring that public institutions do the work they are supposed to do, provide the information that they are supposed to provide, so that they don't hide behind national security, public interest, and all of those things to deny people information. So when you apply to the head of the institution, you are not satisfied with the information you get, then you activate the RTI Commission to say that, look, I applied to this institution, Judicial Service, asking for this. They have not given me the information, or the information they gave me is not satisfactory. I'm appealing to you to intervene so that I get the information that I am asking for. The commission will also sit down, look into it, and then decide to agree with the institution or agree with you. Let's say you are not satisfied with what they also have asked for, then you go to court. In this country, we always say if you are not satisfied, go to court. So that will be the third level. The first level is to activate an internal review, in which case that appeal or application is going straight to the head of the institution, in this case, the CJ. The second level, if you are not satisfied, would be to appeal to the RCI Commission, which is outside of the particular public institution that is being requested in this instance. If you are still not satisfied with the RTI Commission, then the High Court is there to hear you on what you are asking for.
Okay. So I'm looking at section 4 and 5 of the RTI Act 2019, Act 989, and it talks about information that is exempt from being put out there. In fact, section 4 talks about provision of guidelines for manual. The Right to Information Commission shall, in consultation with the minister, issue guidelines for the preparation under section 3 of the manual by a public institution. Section 5, information for the president or the vice president. In this case, the Chief Justice's response relative to the 7 petitions that were presented to him or referred to him from the office of the president after receiving it from the members of the public would be sent to the president. Now, one says, A says, where the information is exempt from disclosure, where the information A is prepared for submission or has been submitted to the president or vice president for consideration, or B contains matters the disclosure of which would reveal information concerning opinion, advice, deliberation, recommendation, minutes, or consultation made or given to the president or the vice president, and is likely to undermine the deliberative process on the part of the president or vice president, or I prejudice national security, and 2, information which contains factual or statistical data is not exempt from information. So that's what it says. Now, this is being submitted to the president of the republic. If you read the text of this, it suggests that the information that is to be prepared for the submission or has been submitted to the president or vice president for consideration, or B contains matter the disclosure of which would reveal information concerning opinion, advice, deliberation, recommendation, minutes, or consultation made or given to the president or the vice president is likely to undermine deliberative process. Okay. So this report has been submitted now. It either prepared for submission or has been submitted. That's where I'm looking at now.
Okay. So this is where we will now activate the constitutional provision on the role the Chief Justice plays in all of these petitions when they come up. The Chief Justice receives the petition. In this particular case, determines whether there's a prima facie case to be answered. If there is, then he goes ahead to constitute a committee that will look into it. If there is none, then he dismisses it, as is happened in this particular case. So the CJ has dismissed it. That truncates the whole process. And the protection of privileged communication under this particular provision, the argument has also been made that at the termination of, and Mawuena made that point at the beginning of this conversation, that at the termination of all of these deliberations, all of the actions that need to be taken, and they have been taken, once all is said and done, then the information can be released. Yes. So the one of two things that can happen here will be the CJ to say that, well, I prepared this for transmission to the president. I have transmitted to the president. It is no longer within my purview, or it is no longer my decision to release that information to you. In which case he will say, under the RTI law, he will say that he is the wrong authority or public institution to be requested. then Mr. Nogbe, Dr. Nogbe would then have to re-petition to whichever authority or institution would be the appropriate institution. Yeah. In this case, will be the presidency. The other decision that the CJ can also take in line with the constitution would be that, well, the processes have been gone through. That protection that was given to the communication whilst we went through this process is terminated, and so here is the information. It is now deemed to be public, worthy of public consumption, and so let us release it to the public, and then he will release. So let's see the outcome, what will come from the office of the Chief Justice. Then we will see whether he is taking responsibility to say that, well, this was within my domain and we are done with it, so here is your information, collect it. I don't want to have anything to do with this again. Or he would say that, in line with subsection A, as you have read, I transmitted, and the president, but in this case, the president didn't have to take any decision in this matter.
That's an important aspect of it. That's why I listening to you, I was thinking, well, these are possible options like you mentioned, but I don't see how that first option could be a means for him. Because when you look at the entire process for the removal, the president is but a conveyor belt. He plays no role, has nothing to do with whether or not a determination is reached if you should be removed. Per the constitution. And
the subsection itself says that for the president's consideration, in this case, there will be no consideration.
Exactly. So for the petition, the president is like, oh, we can't take it to the Chief Justice direct. So you take it through this person. That's all. That's the entire role the president plays in the process. That's why I don't see how the CJ can make an argument per this RTR request and say that, oh, I have finished the work and so it is with the president and so go to it. No, you are the one who is supposed to make the decision and arrive at a conclusion as to whether or not petitions that are coming for the removal of justices of the Supreme Court and some Article 71 office holders, you are the final arbiter in terms of if, in fact, the committee which will be set up by the CJ.
The CJ, yes.
So you are the beginning and the end.
But then the documents that Dr. Ernest Nogbe is requesting for, he's requesting for the source documents. He's requesting for the petition. Is requesting for the meetings, minutes of the meeting, if you will, because there was no committee. And then he's now requesting for the full report that was submitted to the president. Now, these petitions were submitted to the office of the president. If at all, what will rest on the laps of the Chief Justice would be the meetings, minutes of the meeting that he had, and whoever he had a meeting with, or of course he would have had a meeting with himself, literally, because he would be looking at it on his own. So it's not been out demanding for his personal notes, and then subsequently the full report that he presented to the president to say that I did not see anything worthy, any question worthy of answering by the chairperson of the Electoral Commission and the two deputies, which would then be, in simple terms, the prima facie. Is that what Mr. Nogbe is asking for?
I want to believe it will be the report or the letter which he submitted to the president, not the one-pager from which we've read excerpt. I say this because, you know, the first petition under President Akufo-Addo for the removal of the CJ, they took the pointers of the petitioner and responded to it in arriving at the decision that there was no prima facie evidence to remove Madam Tokuno at the first time. So on the first issue where the point was raised, the Council of State, along with the President, argued why they believe there was no prima facie evidence to proceed. It is my suspicion that will be what Mr. Nogbe is looking for, because for every pointer in the petition, there must be a decision or a reasoning why it doesn't meet the threshold that the CJ has set. And even now, there's even a conversation which is being, a question which is being asked, that the CJ appears to have a threshold where the petitions, a threshold which must be met before you can proceed to setting up of a committee. Has that threshold been in existence in the case of Charlotte Osei? Was that the threshold that was used for CJ Tokonu? Was that the threshold that was used for one other Chief Justice who's, I think that one was withdrawn, right?
Yes.
Against Justice Kulendi, that was withdrawn subsequently. Yes. So, but there are even questions now as to...
No, it was dismissed, Anna.
No, I think
was it withdrawn or dismissed?
It was dismissed. Yes, it was dismissed. So again, was that threshold in existence? Was it the same threshold which was used, which found some people guilty and then they proceeded not guilty? They found basis to enter into the formation or the setting up of a committee, is all the question which is being asked. But on the face of it, what are the reasons why you say this did not meet the threshold? So every petition will have a number of pointers. Take them one by one. Explain to us why they do not meet the threshold, I suspect, is what Dr. Nogbe is looking for.
It's 39 minutes after 9 here on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. We're in Ghana month. We'll take a quick break. When we return from the break, there's more here.
Greetings in the name of His Majesty Emperor I Selassie Rastafari.
In the silence, something was growing. The journey continues. They calm before the storm. You can't mute a force that was born to speak. You can't bury rhythm. It rewrites itself. Louder. Every signal lost finds its way back to the source. This is not a comeback, it's a recalibration. This is the takeover. This is Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. Driving you home with good vibes, good conversations, and the freshest hits. Hop in, take a ride. Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. 3FM, your urban lifestyle radio.
The Electoral Commission has reiterated its commitment to organizing free and fair elections this December. How's your week treating you? I'm here to serve you great music tidbits for your at-work listening pleasure.
Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Our Father, who art in Zion, Kanamawe, Kanamawe, Kanamawe. Oh, turn it up!
Come into the mountains, sight and I grandfather.
It's time to drive you home in style with great music, the 411 and all your favorite songs, what's happening around town, and so much more.
And in the headlines today, the two leading political parties have been addressing the public on allegations of corruption. The Black Stars coach has unveiled his squad for the upcoming games, and there are some interesting names.
Pull up! The weekend is here and it's time to turn up. Get your dancing shoes on, Lego.
We really do have it all. It's a premium mix of information and entertainment every single day on 3FM 92.7, your urban lifestyle radio.
the silence, something was growing. The journey continues. The calm before the storm. You can't mute a force that was born to speak. You can't bury rhythm. It rewrites itself. Louder. Every signal lost finds its way back to the source. This is not a comeback, it's a recalibration. This is the takeover. This is Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. Driving you home with good vibes, good conversations, and the freshest hits. Hop in, take a ride. Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. 3FM, your urban lifestyle radio.
The Electoral Commission has reiterated its commitment to organizing free and fair elections this December. How's your week treating you? I'm here to serve you great music tidbits for your at-work listening pleasure.
Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Our Father, who art in Zion, Kanamawe, Kanamawe, Kanamawe. Oh, turn it up!
Coming to the mountains, sight and I grandfather.
It's time to drive you home in style with great music, the 411 and all your favorite songs, what's happening around town, and so much more.
And in the headlines today, the two leading political parties have been addressing the public on allegations of corruption. The Black Stars coach has unveiled his squad for the upcoming games, and there are some interesting names.
Pull up! The weekend is here and it's time to turn up. Get your dancing shoes on, Lego.
We really do have it all. It's a premium mix of information and entertainment every single day on 3FM 92.7, your urban lifestyle radio.
In the silence, something was growing. The journey.
The king of Kologo is here with us in flesh, in blood. 9:49 this time. King Ayisoba. Hey, Fuma! Welcome. And we're in Ghana month, so we're celebrating. Your music is unique. Is it something that you created or something that you came to meet?
I think that Kologo is. I come to meet Kologo.
You came to meet Kologo.
The songs is for my own.
Okay, you compose the songs. But the Kologo there, you came to meet it.
I came to meet.
But you have added flex to the Kologo. How do you feel when you travel around the world and people see you playing Kologo? How many strings? Only 2 strings?
It's 2 strings.
2 strings, but you can play everything with it. How do they feel when they see you? They have their 6 strings, some 8 strings, and then you have 2 strings.
I can say that Kologo begin first is a 1 string.
Right.
And come 2 string.
Okay.
So I can say that because of Kologo came and white people make 6 string.
Right.
They see Kologo and they get see the
They
Kologo.
improved upon it and they did their 6.
They are 6.
Out of the 1.
Yeah, but the Kologo is a 2 string.
What does Kologo mean?
I can say that Kologo is a story maker.
Okay.
Sunrise on 3FM, the best in the morning.
Kologo man play something.
Mm-hmm.
Kologo man give vibe and history.
Right.
And the story.
Mm.
Talk about the what happened.
Right.
Kologo is not like you just take your pen and write the song. You just play and sing.
Right.
It's a hard spread.
Okay.
Yeah, Kologo. I can say that Africa, we have to respect Kologo because Kologo party light off.
Right.
Kologo can play married fundas everywhere.
Kologo goes everywhere.
Kologo go
It doesn't need electricity.
It doesn't need electricity. So Kologo is important for
Right.
Africa.
I know we are celebrating Ghana month. I know you came with an entourage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. Quickly introduce your team to us so we understand who we are dealing with.
Yeah. I think that the first you can see the xylophone man.
Yes, the xylophone man.
Called Maxwell Dagati.
Maxwell Dagati. It's from Wa. Okay, it's a Wala man. Right.
You can see Francis Kachi play talking from.
Okay, the Dondo.
Yes.
I see.
This is my brother.
Francis.
We're all from Bongo Sonia.
Okay.
Yeah, where I come from. It's my brother.
Nice.
You can see Ghana Sada.
Okay. She has the castanet.
It's a very good dancer. It's the best dancer.
The best dancer in the world. So she's a backup vocalist. She's also a dancer.
Also be gospel artist.
Oh, she's a gospel artist. So she has her own song.
Yes.
Oh, we'll get to listen to it quickly.
You can see Ayunisuli.
Okay.
It's a powerful Kologo player.
I see.
If you go to Balagatanga, you talk about the Kologo.
He's also a champion Kologo player. I see.
Also play Malakas. We taught together.
Okay.
All of the world, UK and Denmark and everywhere. And you can see Boniface play Calabas. Where Ghana. Yeah.
I see.
That is the members for the band. The personal manager and the manager.
Okay.
And Dan is the underboard. It's a sample man from where we come from.
I see.
Yeah.
I'm told that you lost your dad, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Quickly tell us about him in a minute. Let's eulogize him.
My father passed away last year.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, and the big funda is coming March 13th and 14th March.
Oh, just next week?
Yeah, next week. So I think that my father is a farmer. The way sometimes if I sleep and I think about my father is a farmer for Wanki.
Okay. Right.
If you farming, you know they said the corn. They take big car, bring all the corn,
okay,
the maize to Akafua,
right,
to share for everybody to eat.
Right.
So I think that my father
Sunrise on 3FM.
do many things. So if you remember my father, sometimes it's not easy for me because today nobody everybody do that, but some people they do.
Right.
I can see that mama and brother they help people, and I can see Despite company also they help people.
Right.
The same like my father. He do
Oh,
something.
he was a philanthropist. He
Yeah.
was helping people.
He helping people.
May he rest in peace.
Bless
So
him.
13th and 14th, you say?
14th.
Where is it happening?
It happened Bongo Soin Bolgatanga.
Bongo in
Soin.
Bolgatanga.
Bongo Soin
Bongo Soin.
Bolgatanga.
Bolgatanga.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I invite all Ghanaians. I invite all my fans. Everybody, I need help. Everybody to come and support me.
Okay, I hear you.
Yeah.
My lady, come. Let's hear your song. Come this way. Let's hear your song. What's the title of your song, by the way? No, speak into the mic. What's the title of the song?
It's plenty songs.
No, give me one. Just one. We have space for only one.
Okay. Hunde Tumanaba. You are our king.
Okay. Can they play it for you?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do it quickly.
You want to sing it? Okay.
Yeah.
Hunde Tumanaba, Naba Dumala, Naba Kabwezi Nalafunda Naine. Hunde Tumagura, Gura Tumango, Naba Kabwezi Nalafunda Naine. Hunde Tumanaba, Naba Dumala, Naba Kabwezi Nalafunda Naine. Hunde Tumagura, Gura Tumango, Naba Kabwezi Nalafunda Naine.
Wow, amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, can I use about? I'm looking at.
on
I'm
3FM.
curious about the Kologo. So, the guitar usually has 6 pegs, but yours has 2 pegs,
Yeah, 2.
1 fret. It is not marked, and then the board itself.
Yeah.
How do you know which key you are playing in?
I think that I can say that it's a gift. Kologo. Now today the boys they learn.
The best in the morning is on
Me,
92.7.
I get the gift
Sunrise
because I
on
cannot
3FM.
walk.
Okay.
So I know it be me myself who write my songs.
Okay.
So I know my keys.
I see.
And I know if you want to play with the xylophone or the band, I know how I will tune.
Okay.
And tune if you make like this.
Okay. So that's a key there.
That is the key.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I take that. But some people
So that
call
will
them,
be your root note.
Some people call them what
Yes,
C and
yes,
this.
yes.
But me, I don't want to go that way. If you go that way, I won't play good music.
What inspires you to write your songs? You wrote a song about the one we sang to begin the show. My father, the way you do is not fine. And then we have sung many other songs. How do you come by your songs?
That's why I say Kologo is something like storyteller and something what happened. Me, I write my songs. Sometimes I don't play love too much.
Right.
I play love, but I don't go love.
Right.
I go what happened. Even if you see that the new president is not going well, Kologo have to talk.
Right.
If you're going well, Kologo have to talk.
So you're more like the conscience of society.
Yeah.
I see. Chief, please bring the Kologo in. They say you play pa. Let me see if you can beat the king of Kologo.
Yeah.
Kenaiso by himself. Please hurry up for me. Hurry up. Come. Okay. Do you sing as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's hear one song from you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maya.
Who knows tomorrow? No one knows. Who knows tomorrow? Who knows tomorrow? No one knows tomorrow.
Who knows tomorrow? No one knows tomorrow. That's a beautiful song. Ken, we're wrapping up the show for this morning. Let's talk about Ghana Month and your own perspective about Ghana. What do you think about Ghana Month? Now, Fugu is popular. Zambia say they call it what they call blouse. But we don't care. We wear it anyway. What do you think about Ghana Month and this Fugu conversation?
I can say that I'm already see the vision. The time I want to see my father. My first album.
Right.
Nobody knew me. I be fresh. Coming, nice name.
Right.
Everybody keen, and I wear Batakale.
Right.
2008, I bring Batakale Festival for National Theatre. I'm already see the vision.
Right.
That one day, Batakale will come to be everybody to wear.
Right.
But those time I do Batakale, I see the vision. I do. People think that you do people or the kings or the old mans.
Right.
They wear. So 2008, I start for National Theatre. From that, move to Alain Francais every year. 18 years. I do Batakali Festival 18 years
Right.
now.
Right.
I can go to Europe, the tour, to perform, get my money, use that money to do Batakali Festival. I didn't get nothing. It be 2 times President Mama sponsor me.
Wow.
So I think that if we today Batakali, Mama let the Batakali now be everywhere. Oh, I'm happy. And thank you for the President Mama.
Nice one. And thank you too for seeing the vision and for promoting it. I remember those National Theatre Days, Kida Fest and Family. But we have to go. Our time is up. We'll do the birthday song. Today, some people have their birthdays. Can you do happy birthday for me? Happy birthday. Yeah. Can you do that? So
I will play Frafra.
yes, why not? I'm happy that you play in Frafra. So we'll do the birthday wishes quickly, and then you can do the sweet birthday song in Frafra for the good people who have their birthdays today. Today is the birthday of some special people, and we begin with Mr. Jacob Ellis Ayi. Mr. Jacob Ellis Ayi, you are chief server at St. Joseph the Worker Anglican Church in Kanishi. Today is your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Also, a happy birthday to somebody says today is my wife's birthday. I don't know who your wife is. Okay, Mrs. Jessica Yadom. Mrs. Jessica Yadom of the Globetrotters Legal Ghana. Mrs. Jessica Yadom, Globetrotters Legal Ghana. Today is your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Also to you, a very special birthday, Wisdom Hedido. Wisdom Hedido. It's your birthday today, Mr. Wisdom Hedido. Today is your very, very special birthday. Also, a happy birthday to you, Mr. Eric Sedi Kotoche, Executive Chairman, First Sky Group. Today is your special day. Happy birthday to an exceptional chairman, Executive Chairman. Your strategic vision and commitment to excellence, which sets the bar very high, surely remain an inspiration to all, and we're grateful for your leadership. Thank God for your visionary leadership and unwavering dedication that drives everyone towards continued success. Wishing you a day filled with joy and a year filled with prosperity and good health. Happy birthday to Jacob Ellis Ayi, Chief Server of St. Joseph the Worker Anglican Church. Chief, it's your birthday today. FBI, happy birthday to you. Also, a happy birthday to Sabina Entry. Today is your birthday from your husband and your family. They wish you well. To Pa Kofi Nyako Abronoma. Pa Kofi Nyako Abronoma. Today is your birthday. Happy birthday to the Dean of High Life Music, Pa Kofi Abronoma. Happy birthday to you. And last but definitely not least, to Dr. Nana Amang Ajiman. Bafo's sweetheart. It's your birthday today, Dr. Nana Amang Ajiman. Bafo's sweetest of hearts. It's your birthday today. Happy birthday to you. We have to go now. You promised to sing in Frafra for me. Let's do that as we wrap up, Kina Isuba. Yes. And on behalf of the team, thank you very much indeed for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow. Today is the penultimate day, and you know that we are distributing free food for the first 200 people who will join us at the Ghana village. So Cafe Door, join us.
listener, our handmaid. Let's get up for our people. Africa. Guinea South. Africa.
3FM 92.7.